I know I have not done like I don't know what the past 5 chapters of Magi. I am sorry. There's a lot that happened. I'm only going to talk about that this chapter right now. But for the last chapters, here's my review. Awesome. Holy shit. Hakuryu. God damn Hakuryu. Kohen. Koha. Sinbad, you traitorous bastard. That's all I have to say for the last couple of chapters that I missed. I'm so sorry. But this chapter again, the Mother Dragon is so insightful. Every time she talks, you know, it's like story progression, story progression, story progression. I need to pick something up and throw it. Story progression. Story progression. I actually need that. Anyway, story progression. The shit that she was talking about earlier, Il-Ila developing its own consciousness, that's, that I think we saw back in Almatoran, back, what the?
Keep it down a bit. I'm hearing you all the way up here.
Must you interrupt me? And I'm sorry. You could always just raise up the volume. Yes, you can! There's a book! I need my own apartment. I really do. God damn it. Anyway. Il-Ila developing its own consciousness. I remember seeing this back in Almatoran's flashback when Solomon, Ugo, Aladdin's mom, whose name I can't pronounce, and Cohen, oh my god. I forgot how to pronounce her name. I have forgotten how to pronounce a lot of Magi characters' names. It has been a minute. Renny Gyokuen. That's her name. Yo, back when they were, like, first became the Magis, and technically there's been 4 Magis since the beginning because Solomon was there, so technically it's the 4 Magis, not the 3. But, like, Solomon became God. But that's happened, and when she was talking about, not about, Il-Ila developing its own consciousness, but when she was talking about she felt the presence of a man, I thought she was like, oh, she could sense the presence of Solomon's, like, consciousness at work. And no, it's David. Now, I knew David did something, but I thought he was done. Like, he died. I didn't think he would think this far ahead. This is like some Eisen level, I'm going to win even when I lose, and even though you already defeated me with Mugetsu, I'm going to come back and defeat you again because the Arthur doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, but this woman actually knows what the fuck she's doing. She's not pulling a Kubo, she's pulling her... Yo, I love female mangakas. They make amazing manga, dude. But, back to the good shit. David's still around. He's doing some shit. I feel, and this may sound crazy, I feel like just as Aladdin was called the reincarnation of Solomon, I feel as if, this is going to sound so crazy, I feel as if David is the Solomon. Fuck, I cannot remember. Sinbad is the reincarnation of David's consciousness. If this nigga pulls out some bullshit like Solomon's will, no, but it's David's will, I will be so like, yo, that would be insane. But what's really like confusing me right now is how on earth the Mother Dragon has remained alive for this long. Because the Mother Dragon, they said that her lifespan is like 800 years, and that's like as long, the longest lifespan of any living thing in Almatoran. But that was like centuries before the Ugo created the new world, which we currently are like taught in. And she's been around since ancient times before that, because she was around before David rose to power, and that was 400 years before Solomon became God. Like, how old is she? Like, that's, yo, even in the math of her, like, lifespan, that makes no sense. Ugo had to have done some shit. That or this woman is praising Joshin. I swear to God. The Church of Joshin, which is actually a real thing. I looked it up. The Church of Joshin must have all overpowered niggas. It's just Hidan, the Shishukage, that woman who remained alive to make Hokage jackets, and now the Mother Dragon. Yo, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting crazy. It's getting epic. Oh, and she also explains why Judar's magical abilities are weak, because this is an area that doesn't have the concept of a Magi created by Solomon. It does not know of that concept, so therefore the Rook are not, like, going towards him, and they're not feeding him with power. Which makes me think, since Aladdin trained in, oh my god, I've forgotten so much. You know how Aladdin, previously, before the war, around the time that they were fighting the Medium, Aladdin trained himself so that he wouldn't need the Rook to help him to perform powerful magical spells. Since Aladdin's inner Magi limits are very high, or fairly high, would that mean that Aladdin wouldn't be in such a serious situation as Judar is? Like, would Aladdin actually be able to escape this area? Or would there still be problems? Food for thought. Anyway, that is the end of the chapter. Like, rate, subscribe. I am so sorry about this, but I have to tell you, I'm not even sure if I can keep up with Magi. I'm not going to stop reviewing Magi altogether. I love Magi, but Magi is going to be spotty for me. I think this week in Japan, it's a holiday, so there's not going to be like One Piece, Toriko, Bleach, Nanatsu no Taizai. I don't think it's come out yet, but nah, it's already Tuesday. Nanatsu no Taizai, I feel like, is not coming out, and probably not Yu Holder either. But because of that, like, shit's happening. I have school, which is just flooding me. I have to get back to school right after this. I mean, get back to work right after this. I have papers and projects and all sorts of things I have to design. It's getting overflooded. My point being, if you guys are seeing, like, me being really spotty, I apologize, but this is just how it's going to be until either my quarter ends or I graduate from school, which is probably going to be at the end of December. So, you know, blah, 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 bullshit, blah, 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 excuse, blah, blah, blah. Like, rate, subscribe, share this shit. I need followers, nigga. Who the fuck is texting me? Nigga? Niggas always texting me with bullshit. Fuck these niggas.